Good morning. Hope you're all good. I'm doing good. It's 3:27 a.m. and I got 7 hours sleep and it's the magic hour. What can I say? I got to pop on the recorder if I'm up by the magic hour. That's a must. Feel good, man. I do. Um, my eczema, my fingers it didn't bother me all night. It's pretty much I think just like a heat. It was really hot yesterday, and that got me a little bit. It's like over 10 degrees hotter than the normal temperature. So but a friend of mine got contacted me yesterday, and I was telling him about what's going on and stuff, right? And it reminded me I should probably get a hold of my dermatologist. So I did. Well, not my dermatologist. I actually found one yesterday that's very close. So I'm going to go down there today and get checked out with this eczema, get some help with this eczema once and for all, because it's been dragging on for too long. So want to try to find out why this keeps happening, and it's not like going away permanent. Like it keeps coming back, and maybe there's something else going on that I need to get checked out. So maybe they'll do some blood work, get some blood work done, and see what's going on, see if I'm okay. Because it shouldn't be happening this often, because it's been lingering on a little bit too long. So I'm glad my buddy, I'll just say his name, Raphael, got a hold of me and you know reminded me, and then that got me on it, and then I got a hold of the doctor, and I'm gonna go down there at 8:30 and set up an appointment there and take it from there. So, cheers, Raphael. You know, not all angels are pretty blonde girls. So I really I'm just waking up. It's the witching hour. They call it the witching hour, 3:30 a.m. Um, that was the time my e-bike was stolen, though. That's in the witching hour. It's when all the bad stuff's happening, I guess. But there's also something to be said about getting up at 3:30. Also, it's supposed to have some substance to it, something to do with it. I'm not quite sure what it is, but kind of like I think it's like early bird gets the worm type thing. If you're up at 3:30, you're up pretty much probably before most people, right? Most people either going to bed by 3:30, you know what I mean? Unless or you're an early bird getting up at 3:30. I'd rather be the early bird getting up at 3:30. I suppose if you're I guess 3:30 in the morning is a really good time to meditate when you get up, and you know I've tried meditating, but I can't. I'm not really like flexible enough to sit in that stance like Indian style for a long time comfortably, and I just can't seem to find that the zone where you get into where supposedly you leave, basically astral project, and I just can't seem to get it. I can't do it. I got too much. Either I got too much going on in my head, or something physically is bothering me. And I wish I could get into that zone when it comes to like meditating, where they say you're like you're in a blissful state, right? I wish. I've always been very intrigued by meditation. I've tried to meditate laying there in bed, and I don't know if meditation is just falling asleep or not, but closest I ever got to being in a meditative state is falling asleep. It's supposed to be that area right before you fall asleep and you feel like you're falling. That's supposed to be the meditation zone right there. You're supposed to be able to kind of hang right in that area. But I either right when I fall asleep, you can feel it. It's like this feeling that comes over you. It's almost like a surge, or like you're falling, but then I just fall asleep. So I don't know. Maybe that's why you have to sit in that stance. So if you fall asleep, kind of your body sitting up doesn't let you fall asleep. You just kind of stay in that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'll try that. I'll try to meditate, but I'll have to have something behind me to support me to sit up, because it's like I want to fall backwards. I don't know if any of you are into meditation. Maybe you can give me some tips, because I really think it could help. It's supposed to be very beneficial. But yeah, that's something to do with 3:30 a.m. I don't know if you ever heard of Sadhguru. Um, he's a what do they call him? He's a guru, a yogi, and I've watched him for a long time, and tried some of his techniques. I just kind of struggle with it. Um, he's a very interesting guy, though. He's a yogi. He's into yoga and stuff. Not yoga, but meditation type stuff. He's an Indian dude. SAD Guru. Sad Guru. Nailed the coffee. So yeah, today I'm gonna go down to the doctor's. Get this. It feels good. I mean, I put Vaseline on it, and that really helped. It's actually better today than it was yesterday, but I should still get checked out, because um, why not, right? I got the insurance. I should use it. And I got all day today. It's my day off, my Sunday today. So I'll go down and check out the dermatologist, get tight with them, keep tight with them. And that way, if I have another issue, I could set up an appointment, man, get it handled. That's why I'm paying insurance, man. So might as well use it. I don't know, man. Like sometimes, just someone just contacting you gets you the motivation to get something done that needs to be done, and that's what happened. It's a trip. It's all in my head, man. I guess I get impatient. Okay, on my own when it's just me, I get impatient with myself, and I just if it doesn't happen or it's not easy, I just move on. You know, I don't like that. I need to have more persistent with things, with myself. But I did get some stuff done yesterday. Um, got trimmed my lime tree down. Did some raking, uh, bug sprayed around the house. Got to do that every month. And I did all that in the morning. Then I went to the beach yesterday. I rode my bike. It's such a cool bike. It gets a lot of looks, man, because it's a neat color. It's a metallic, like almost like a midnight blue color. Freaking nice. So rode the bike, got it, had to go order another. It wasn't shifting perfectly, and I think it's because the cable is its original cable, so it's pretty old. So I ordered a cable, a new cable. It has to be a tandem cable because it's a very large bike, it's a long frame. So I had to order a tandem bicycle shifting cable. Once I get that, I'll throw it up. I'll take the derailleur off, clean the derailleur up and lube it. Probably replace all the shifter cables, lube those up, put the new cable, and it'll probably shift perfect then. Yeah, it's just basic, bicycle maintenance. I was having a little fantasy yesterday. My buddy Bob, um, he wants me to start a bike shop, open a bicycle shop, which I would love to do that. Like, you know, repair and sell bikes type deal. I it's one. I'm pretty good with bikes, man. I don't like tooting my own horn, but I'm pretty good with bikes. More of the older bikes, not so much like the brand new stuff, like the really high end shit that's all like computer shifting and stuff. That's beyond me. I never could afford that. But all the older stuff that's all mechanical, I've even went into bicycle shops and was talking to their mechanic, and he was having a hard time with the derailleur. And I came in there like he was working on it for like an hour and he couldn't get it to work properly. And I assessed his situation and did my little magic. Took like a minute, and I had the thing working right. And he was just like, you look like a deer caught in the headlight." But I spent so much time working on my own bikes that I could probably go be a mechanic at a bike shop somewhere. But I was fantasizing. He kind of planted a seed. I always did kind of want to have a bike shop. Like I have this fantasy in my head. I want a bike shop where I specialize in. Well, I want to have a shop there where I can fix bikes, right, or build them, and so I want to specialize. I don't want to. I'll work on anything, but for like just for selling bikes, I want to specialize in Schwinn, Electra, and Dyno, Dyno bikes. Okay, specifically those bikes, because those bikes, I don't know. There's just something about Schwinn's, Dynos, and Electras there's something special about them. Okay, they're just the coolest bikes in my opinion. My buddy Bob would agree with me. Okay, Bob's one of my friends. Been friends with him for a long time. Anyways, he knows what's up with bikes too. So I've had this thing in my head where I want to have like a bike shop, right? Where we work on bikes and we sell bikes, but I'll have one special area for like racing bikes, okay? Just like, doesn't matter what brand it is, but road bikes, right? Racing road bikes, vintage, and on up to like carbon fiber race bikes, okay? But I mean, unless I learn about the new stuff, where it switched to like computerized shifting and computerized stuff, then I won't touch those. But anyways, it would be me, the shop, and my blood brother would be working for me, with me, and like I would have one special department for my brother, okay, where he has his little paint shop, okay, where he his like specialty would be well, of course he'd have to learn how to work it. He's pretty good, but I would have to you know, get him to the level where like where I'm at with him. Okay, he's almost there, but not quite. But his thing would be the special thing about my shop would be we're like a lot of the bikes were that people like would throw away. What we would do, me and my brother, is we take those bikes, right, and we kind of Frankenstein them together, right? We get them back together where they run. But the twist is my brother has his little paint shop, right? And he can redo the paint on the bike like as like a concept or a theme, right? And he paints it, and then like he's gonna have his own little like deal. I think he wants to call it like Joker's bikes, right? Because his nickname's Joker, and he would want to have his little Joker's bikes, right? And what they are is they're like salvaged bikes, right? And that, but he makes them like unique in his own way. But they run and they look. They have his paint scheme, right? And just they're gonna be like Joker's bikes, right? And I just think that's the coolest idea because he's really good at drawing and like he's good at art. So he would make like the Joker's bike would be like an art piece or like a theme bike, right? And then like we would do like just really interesting bikes, right? And then of course I'll have my Schwinns, my Electras, my Dynos, all those. And then over in this section would be just the race bikes, okay? And then Joker's bikes. But then Joker would of course work with me on my stuff. That's just how I have it in my head. And boy, I'd sure like to make that a reality. I would sure like to make that a reality. It's just so hard, you know. If I was to do that, I'd have to get I'd have to get a shop, right, and just start like from. I don't know if I would start it as a business. I would probably just be like a donation thing to where like it's more like a storage unit, right? Not it would be like an industrial spot, but it would be like I wouldn't have it like a business, if I don't even think I'd have a LLC. It'd just be like people just can donate, right? I don't know how the business part will work, but it would be like a kind of a bungee jump, But the hard part is I have to maintain my pad, and then I would have to maintain a shop, right? And that's the hard part, man. Because I wouldn't want to lose my pad because I started like a little bike shop, right? That's the whole thing. If I had enough money saved up where I could start a bike shop and not have to worry about making my have money for my pad, I would do it, man. I'd do it. And that's the whole thing. If I don't know if I opened up my little bike shop if it would make me enough money to keep my pad afloat, And that's the scary part, man. But I was trying to think like if I was to have a purpose, it would be probably that, I've already tried the music thing, and that's just not. I'm just not going to be able to make a living doing it. I'm just not. It's more of like a hobby. Where the bikes, I don't know if I can make a living having a bike shop. I don't know, but been in my head. It's been a fantasy of mine, and I just don't have the support to make the jump to do something like that. But I have put the work in when it comes to bicycles. And that bikes are a funny thing because just when you think that you know bikes really well, you get schooled. Okay, you can get schooled. Okay, I mean, I don't know everything about bikes, but I know a lot to keep bikes running. Okay, and running well. And their work, they take quite a bit of work. They take finesse. Some of them take a lot of real finesse, and sometimes it's hard to figure out what's wrong with it. And I'm pretty good at it. Um, I've only been stumped a couple times, and usually it's just something got bent, or there's it could be a lot of little things that can really make it difficult. Bikes are tricky sometimes, but anyways, I love bikes. They're my thing. You know, um, that's just a fantasy I've had for probably 10 years now, and if I ever was to take a risk and try to do something on my own, it would be a bike shop. It would be a bike shop, no doubt. And my brother would work with me to help me, you know, and he wouldn't be like out to he wouldn't be like my brother wouldn't be like trying to like make a lot of money on me because he would fully support me. Like he wants to. He That's a fantasy we both had, me and my brother, to have our bike shop for a long time now. But it's up to me to, it'd be up to me to um, make that happen. But man, it's scary. It's scary. That's a bungee jump and a half right there. If that failed, I guess it wouldn't bury me, but because I already got most of the tools to work on bikes, right? I do. I have the mechanic stand to work on it. All I need is the space, really, for me and my brother to work on the bikes and then store the bikes. I guess it could be something that's doable. I mean, if I really wanted to take the chance. But I just wanted to kind of put that out into the universe at 3:30 a.m. And I know at 3:30 the universe is listening, and who knows what the future. All I know is as long as I keep my nose clean, stay clean, and probably sober, I think I would have a better chance at whatever it is in my future, right? Because when I was inebriated, I definitely wouldn't be up at. If I was up at 3:30 a.m., it's because I'm having an anxiety attack, not because I'm already rested and I feel good enough to get up and get my coffee and jump on YouTube and talk about my dreams, and possible future. I don't know, but it's out there now. I've talked about it before. People that know me know how much I'm into bicycles. It's been my thing since I was a kid. Bicycles, really, since as far as I can remember. Started out as big wheels. Me and my brother on big wheels. As kids, and we both got bicycles. So my brother's been into bikes just as long as me. But I have a knack. I have a knack for, well, put it this way. When I got back into bikes, like 12 years ago, I got back into bikes, okay? And that's when I got into working on them, all right? And then that's when YouTube was out, and I literally learned everything I know about bikes from YouTube, okay? And I'm not kidding you, man. I'm not kidding. You can look at my older videos, you can see at one point I had 60 bikes, 60 bikes. I had them in a storage unit. So I paid my dues on working on bikes. Okay, so I used to work on them, fix them up, ride them, and then when I wanted a new bike, I'd sell it. Okay, I'd sell it, and like I was flipping bikes, so I was having a lot of fun, getting bikes, fixing them up because I'd find deals. I'd fix them up because they don't run, and as a mechanic, you could get a really good deal on a bicycle just because it doesn't run, and they don't know what's wrong with it, but I do, and it's something real minor, right? So I get this bitchin' bike for a killer deal. I fix it and I ride it, and I got these rad bikes, right, for like next to nothing. And then I'd ride them for a while, and I'd sell them or I'd give them to my brother, right? But my friend Bob keeps telling me, he really wants to go and help. He wants to be a part of it too. It'd be me, Bob, and Joker, my brother, would be like the guys in the bike shop. We'd be the bike shop, and I don't know. It's a fantasy right now. It's been in my head for a while. It's something I would love to do. Really, that would be like living the dream. Pretty much. But anyways, I'm gonna give me some breakfast going here. Don't want the video to get too long. It's almost out of time, anyways. So thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Um, and I do appreciate the support. And I got product review coming up later today, so stay tuned for that. And y'all have a fantastic day. We'll catch you later.